Hi,
I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are
Two Paper Girls. Today we're going to do our top 10 winter reads, so not specifically Christmas, just general when it's cold and horrible outside, something you can snuggle up and read inside.
So let's just go for it. The first one is Lewis Carroll's Alice and Her Adventures in Wonderland. I haven't read this or seen it. It's going to be brilliant. I just think it's going to be real surreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite good for winter to have a bit of escapism. It's a bit cold and horrible outside, so it's nice to escape somewhere a bit nicer.
We could have gone with A Christmas Carol, but this is thinking outside the box, which is what this book does.
The next one we're going to say is The Chronicles of Narnia because, you know, Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, half of it's really snowy, and it, again, a bit of escapism. It's nice and magical. It's nice to sit and read when it's cold outside and you can just snuggle up and read some Outland and Lucy and all that. And this box set is gorgeous. It's got all of the entire series in, and all the spines make the nice picture, and it's just really pretty.
The next one is The Tiny Wife by Andrew Kaufman. This is the same guy who wrote All My Friends Are Superheroes, and this book is equally as surreal and clever and funny.
Yeah.
That's probably just why you want to read it in winter. It's just light-hearted, it's really tiny, so you can read it really quick, one night in front of the fire.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be good for winter.
The next one I'm going to say is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte because, as you might be able to tell from the cover, it's quite a dark, just... If it's chucking it down outside, you kind of will get quite involved in this book because it's generally set on the moors and quite miserable, and it's quite a dark story, but it has its uplifting romantic moments. And I think if you're feeling a bit down with winter and want to read something a bit depressing, this is the book for you.
The next one is The Grim Tales by Philip Pullman. He's rewritten them. We've actually got Philip Pullman again in a minute. Wintry writer. But this just looks good, like fairy tales, Christmas, got an air of magic about it. But it also says for young and old, so it's not just Angela Carter's Bloody Chamber, which you probably don't want to read at Christmas or at winter or ever.
I can't think of an opportunity when The Bloody Chamber would be a nice book to sit down and read.
Perhaps if you were considering murdering somebody.
Yeah.
Then it might make you happy. But don't
Really
do that.
weird.
Don't do that, and don't read the book.
The next one we're choosing is just The Lord of the Rings. Not really any specific one, just the whole series. Again, a bit of fantasy, escapism when it's a bit grim outside. And this box is gorgeous. You can see it's got all the titles, and it's just... It's so pretty.
So nice.
We were going to say The Hobbit because that's kind of in the cinemas at the minute, but really just any of the series, I think, is really good for winter. Just cuddle up and read some Middle-earth. It's good pick for winter, I'd say.
This one is also by Philip Pullman. It's the Northern Lights trilogy. Neither of us have read any of these, but I really want to.
I want to, yeah. Big
I don't know
polar
what they're
bears
about.
and snow. And just, I think we have a bit of a theme in this one with just sort of fantasy and a bit of, or just mystical, magical, wintry things.
Christmassy times
Yes.
for magic.
Next book I'm going to say is Crown of Midnight because this is one of my top priorities this winter because Amy's reading The Assassin's Blade and that just really puts me in the mood to get back into this series. And I don't know why, but just white covers kind of makes me feel like it's a wintry book. And I guess she is in the big throne of glass iciness. And just some badass Selena is what I need in winter. I think when you got January blues going on, she'll cheer you up because she's just so amazing. I love this book.
Our last book in our top 10 wintry reads is Every Day by David Levithan. Laura read this first and she loved it, so I thought I'd read it. And it's just so lovely and heartwarming, and it'd be good to read if you like New Year's resolutions, you wanted to not reinvent yourself but have a new perspective on life. This book definitely gives you that.
Yeah, it makes you think how great humans are, and I think that's good motivation when you're trying to change something about yourself. So that's it for our top 10 wintry reads. We might actually be reading some of these this winter because a lot of these books we haven't actually read, but we feel like they're good for winter, so let us know if you've read any of them down below in the comments.
See you on the next video.
Bye.